Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Saint-Etienne are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
And it's Kane.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect. Yamal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Kane. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marcelo kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Cahill. Nice-looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Kane, passing nice and neat. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Schneider. Threads one in. Costa receives it in a wide position. Kane. And that's really well manoeuvred. Diego Costa. Seedorf. Oh, super find. Chance for a shot! Goal! Spain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Doesn't quite get there. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Not the most convincing of passes. Schneider. Now it's Yamal. Diego Costa is having a shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Half an hour played now. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. It's Kane! It's hit the upright. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Nicely aimed pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that interception was most necessary. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good-looking ball. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he welcomes it in. Flash gets his head on it! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Plays it out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gerrard! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Real chance! Sensational from Bellingham! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So could they be onto something here? Bellingham. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Spain claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. This is a promising build-up. Oh, well played. Kane. It's Kane! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Saint-Etienne have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Paulette. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Aguero. Vieira. And here's Aguero. Seedorf. Spread to the right. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Played into space. Vieira. Schneider, who does have an assist to his name. Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the ball's gone astray, and he's had it nicked away. He is through here. Here it is, crossed in. Baresi with the clearance. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Bellingham. Just about up to the hour now. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now he's got space here. It's beautifully weighted. Peruzzi claims comfortably. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Looking for the run. Now it's Aubameyang. It's a good foot in there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Spread neatly. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Yamal, he's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's burst through! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Xabi Alonso gets on his bike and on the move. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Baresi makes the interception. And it's Diego Costa. Great vision. Chance, surely! And that is well cleared. Saint-Etienne are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 8, Agüero. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, Rooney, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 15.
That's a cute ball. It's out for a goal kick. David Villa. Oh, perfectly measured that. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. 5 minutes left on the clock. Rooney. Gerrard. Best. Nedved looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And he plays one through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's forced to go back. Bellingham. And it's Rooney. Now it's Bellingham. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He's been best! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's picked his way through. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. What are your thoughts on today's game?
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Of course, it's Sergio Aguero. Just the slightest glimpse of goal and he'll find a way of putting the ball in the back of the net. He's scored such a variety over the years, but his build-up play shouldn't be ignored either. He's always been able to link up very well with those around him, and he'll be looking to build a rapport with these guys from day one.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, that's fabulous. Seedorf. Luis Suarez. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Seedorf. Marcelo. And he's forced to go back. Kane. It's Kane! Classic Kane brilliance!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Seedorf, pass somewhat off target. No, he's just misjudged that one. Desai is there and he can get that clear. Thuram. Thuram makes a move down the right. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Spain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Diouf. Bellingham. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. And this is Diego Costa. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Costa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on this.
Costa! And that was precious close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Vieira. Looking to play him in. And this is Luis Suarez. Anderson. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Marcelo. That's beautifully weighted. Anderson. Played into space out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Saint-Etienne are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Luis Suarez. Spain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, easy pickings there. Marquinhos. And it's De Rossi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the pass is intercepted. Chance here to counter. Bellingham. Looking for a runner. Nice bit of trickery. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And it's half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Yeah, looking for options for movement. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Diego Costa. Saint-Etienne are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Nedved, ambitious ball here. Peruzzi claims comfortable. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, no joy this time. And he's gone looking for safety. And we have our very first corner. Yamal plays it short. Now the ball in. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vieira
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Aguero powering forward here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Aguero. Bellingham. And here's Kane.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Kane. Seedorf. That is good alertness. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely worked. Defending was strong and firm. De Rossi. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Seedorf. And he's being shifted off it. Over to the right flank. It's a throw-in. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Spain really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Aguero proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter.
And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Cambio de jugadores en el Saint-Étienne. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, Rooney. El dorsal 23, Gerard.
So here comes a substitution. Now it's Griezmann. Scholes wants to run onto this.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
It'll be a throw-in. And it's Kane. De Rossi aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's him, it's Ibrahimovic! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Spain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Saint-Etienne really are one of these...
Yamal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Yamal. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, this is a... takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can clear their lines. Marcelo with the clearance. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. Nice looking ball. Now the cross. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. And that is well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ambitious ball here. Duke has it out wide and in space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not the most convincing of passes. Out towards the flank. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the counter is on. Pressing high and with purpose. That's a... it's Kane! Goal! Saint-Etienne! And Saint-Etienne are in front. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Saint-Etienne have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Half an hour played now. Aims beyond the defence. Now then, the ball's come loose. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cahill gets a foot in and wins the ball. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gerrard. Costa, played out towards the right wing. Well timed, excellent interception.
Spain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that was asking for too much. And he thumps it clear. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aguero. Seedorf. Spread to the right. A probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. And it's Gerrard. Stood up well to him there. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Real chance! Vieira. Now it's Costa. Nicely spread. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Gerrard. He's picked his way through. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gerrard. And it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Has a look up and drives it forward. That has ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Has a look up and delivers. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Xavi Alonso. It's a good spell of possession, this. He won't be happy with that one. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cahill gets it clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gerrard. That is a great pick out. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he's not getting his way this time. Aguero. Plays a sharp little ball here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's in plenty of space here. Peruzzi claims comfortably. Gerrard. It's Bellingham. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Jude is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Foot in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. And across it goes.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Chiellini.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Saint-Etienne have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Kane. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides...